Is there a story about the famous Karwa Chauth Vrat? Karwa means spot and Chauth is the fourth day of the lunar cycle. Although it is now observed throughout the country, this Vrat is especially popular in North India. Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Punjab. The associated story is of a princess. On her first Karwa Chauth, she has a meal before sunrise, fasts all day, then exchanges her karwa with seven other married women. The pot contains symbols of marriage. She has to wait until moonrise to eat again, but she feels weak and unsure about continuing the fast. To help her, her brother lights a fire far away on a high mountain. Believing she is looking at the moon, she holds up her dupatta and looks through it and completes her fast. Then she breaks her fast and has dinner. Because of this, her husband's body is covered with pins. She is surprised, but Parvati appears before her and explains to her that it was because she did not observe the vrat properly. The next year, she does the vrat properly and her husband is cured. There are variations to this story, but essentially, all of them convey that when a wife observes the vrat properly, her husband remains fine. Otherwise, she loses the love of her husband or he falls sick, and so on. The vrat is linked to the life of the husband. Is there a connection of vrat with the tantric parampara? Yes and no. In Tantra, there are various schools of thought and there is not enough information about it. Mantra is related to man, the mind. When you chant, you are handling the man. Tantra is associated with tan, the body. Altering your eating or sleeping habits is what you can do with the body. Hence the relation of Vrat with Tantra. Tantra is also associated with Lok Parampara. Vrat stories are not very sophisticated. They deal with day to day lives and are rather simplistic. If you pray to this Devi, you will get good fortune. If you don't, you will suffer misfortune. Odisha has a famous vrat known as Khumurkudi Vrat. It's connected to the story of a girl called Topoi who comes across Mangala Devi while grazing her goats. One day, when her brother's wife loses a goat in the forest, Topoi offers broken rice and prays to the goddess. She finds the goat. Her mean sister in law reduces Topoi's share of broken rice when they find out. Topoi goes hungry and offers her entire share of rice to the goddess. Soon after, her sister in law gets injured in a bullock cart accident. Topoi prays to Mangala Devi for their recovery, and the sister in law eventually see sense. This is one version of the story. Another one has the brothers finding out about the mistreatment. They ask their sister to dress up as Mangala Devi and make their wives speak the truth in front of her. They all tapoi to cut off their noses if the sisters in law lie. Basically, all these are folk tales. The crux is that if you pray to Mangala Devi, all will be well. Your problems will be solved. If you don't, your life will have problems. Is a vrat observed for Satyanarayan Puja? In this case, the words vrat and puja are often used interchangeably. While generally a vrat may or may not include a puja, Satyanarayan is associated with Vishnu, and if you do puja, chant his name, burn a lamp, have prasad, sing his praises and bhajan, Satyanarayan will bring you prosperity and happiness. Vrat stories are never about the characteristics or quality of gods and goddesses but about devotees. There will be a king, a Brahmin, a woodcutter, a merchant, a man, a woman, upper caste, lower caste, and so on. In Vrat stories, the Gram Devata treats everyone equally without caste discrimination. There is also no high philosophy here, just a simple ritual of prayer, lighting lamps, having prasad, thinking about their stories of their bhakts, etc. Telling their stories to others is also part of the Vrat or Puja. Can you tell us the story of Santoshi Ma Vrat? Santoshi Ma is the East Devi or Kul Devi of some people in Gujarat and Rajasthan. After a Hindi film was made on her in 1975, this story reached every household in the country. This was the first time that a Vrat story was shown on celluloid. The Vrat is very simple. Lord Ganesh has two sons, Shubh and Labh, and one daughter, Santoshi. It's like an emotion that has been given the form of a Devi, portrayed wearing a red sari with a sword in one hand and granting blessings with another. The Vrat of her is observed on Fridays when no sour food is consumed and only chana and gur should be eaten. This is the unsophisticated food of simple people. The devotee should light a lamp and listen to the Devi's story and feed seven children. Multiples of 8, 16, 32, 64 are considered sacred numbers. So the Vrat is observed for 16 Fridays. The Solah Shringar, the 16 forms of adornment that woman follows, are also associated with the goddess. Santoshima reminds Udiya people of Mangala Devi. So Akul Devi became a Devi for the entire country. The story is similar to Topoi's story where she is tortured by her sister-in-law while her husband is away on business. She has nothing on hand. The only thing she can do is pray and observe a vrat. And this solves her problem. Rather than feel miserable all day, the vrat offers a simple solution, gives you a sense of having done something, having communicated with the cosmos. It calms you down. So, this is it for today. I'll be back. Till then, keep listening beautiful stories and keep smiling.